This video is sponsored by Snyk. Put your security skills to test with Fetch the Flag, hosted by Snyk and John Hammond on February 27th, 2025. When someone asks you what you're doing, just say I'm doing Cybersecurity Home Lab, and boom, instant smart 10 points increased. Well, my latest attempt at comedy humor, obviously a failure. So I've been doing a lot of home labbing recently, and I've been thinking about projects, cybersecurity projects, and what I've done in the past, all the way from when I was a little tiny script kiddie noob to today where I'm just a senior script kiddie. In all seriousness, cybersecurity projects are a great way to build your practical skills in security while you're actually doing things. So here are 5 primary beginner level friendly cybersecurity projects that I would recommend that you start today if you're looking to get yourself first in this industry. The first project is installing the LAMP stack on a virtual machine. This helps you with virtualization and also learning about the components of a web server. So the LAMP stack, it stands for Linux, Apache, MySQL, and PHP. It's a common web server setup implementation that's used to run and deploy various different web applications. It's still very much so used to this day. Now, set up and configure each of these services to create, of course, the web server, and it's going to help sharpen your skills about how each service interacts with each other. Now, to do this, spin up a new Linux virtual machine. It can be either Debian or Ubuntu. Install Apache to handle web requests, MySQL to handle the database backend, PHP to make your server more dynamic, user-friendly, and then, of course, you have Linux to interact with all of this here. You can host a simple web page and check your logs for any interesting activity. Well, if it's self-hosted, then it's just going to be your activity. As a 2x bonus points, you can install other various different open source stacks, such as the LEMP or mean stack, or you can also secure the LAMP stack by applying various different firewall rules using UFW or installing an SSL certificate. What you're trying to do here is emulate a small little web server setup and how just those system components work and the layer of security that lay on top of that. Second project is Programming 101. Develop a network scanner. So programming and network security all in one project. So one of the best ways I think to learn network security is really just getting yourself hands deep, and that is a network scanner. So to do this, I recommend maybe starting out with a user-friendly programming language such as Python. In this, you will use Escapee, which is a library that allows you to work with socket programming, network sockets, and allows you to identify various different ports. So here's a quick breakdown of what you'll do. You'll write a Python script to ping various different devices in the network using the Escapee library. Using Escapee, you can add in port scanning techniques to find open ports that are on your device. And then you can implement a basic banner grabbing functionality, which will allow you to probe various different hosts and see if there's any services that are running on that. Now, as a bonus, you can also make your network scanner identify or detect any weak password and credentials by using a known dictionary password lists. So this is a really kind of fun project. It's modular in that you can get as granular and specific as you want to, or you can just make it something very simple, which is just using the Escapee library. CTF 101. So CTFs are gamified security challenges that test your ability for a lot of things. Really, they test your ability to find various different vulnerabilities in web apps, networks, and binaries, crack passwords and decode encrypted messages, and really exploit various different services and use web-based attacks such as SQL injection, cross-site scripting. Now, there's a lot of other various different types of CTFs. What I like about CTFs is they help you think through the attack chain. So as you're an attacker, you're not going to have all of the steps given to you. So what you have to be willing to do is kind of think of new and novel ways to approach a problem, understand the services and the scope of what is running, and then finding out or Google searching various different ways that you can perhaps look into avenues for attack, and they chain upon each other. For those of you watching this video before February 27th, this leads me into today's sponsor, which is Snyk's upcoming Fetch the Flag event. So as said, CTFs are great ways to build your practical cybersecurity skills and help you land opportunities. And if you're into cybersecurity challenges, you can check out this upcoming event called Fetch the Flag CTF. This is Snyk's annual 12-hour hacking competition, co-hosted by the one and only Mr. John Hammond himself. It is happening on February 27th, 2025, and it's packed with 20 plus challenges with a mix of security topics. Now, throughout the 12-hour event, there's going to be some really cool prizes prizes to be won by top competitors, including a MetaQuest 3S VR headset, as well as CPE credits. You can join with a CTF team at any time during the competition. No worries about having to attend the entire 12-hour event, although you are more than welcome to do so. So if you've been looking for ways to sharpen and learn your practical security skills, Fetch the Flag is a great live event where you're actually collaborating with a whole bunch of other security professionals and enthusiasts. If Snyk's Fetch the Flag event sounds interesting to you, use the link in the description below to learn more about the event and all of the dates and upcoming details and rewards to learn. Thanks for Snyk for sponsoring today's video. Project 4 is a honeypot. So honeypot is a fake vulnerable system that lures attackers into interacting with your server, your network device. And basically it's a way of gathering telemetry of what they're doing inside that. What I would recommend that you do is choose a virtual private cloud or VPS of your choice. I recommend DigitalOcean or Hostinger. Basically go out and deploy an open source honeypot project such as Teapot, which is a really sophisticated honeypot project, or Cowrie, which is a basic SSH honeypot, and monitor the logs as they come in. And you're going to be able to see various different bots and attackers trying to crack your server's password. Now, as a bonus, or really something that's even cooler, would be to write your own honeypot and then perhaps build some basic dashboards using the elk stack based off of those log events coming in. So it's a really modular project, and it's a fun way to kind of interact and mess with bots and hackers. The fifth and final one is creating a basic security router. So using a tool such as pfSense or OpenSense, deploy your own router on a virtual machine, on a old PC, or perhaps even a Raspberry Pi. pfSense and OpenSense are open source network configuration routing tools, as well as they come bundled with a really cool firewall and other cool security features. So what I would recommend that you do is install pfSense or OpenSense and create a baseline router. And from this, you're going to learn how NAT works, for example, and how it functions as a firewall, as well as how to monitor network traffic. You can set up VLANs and port forwarding. There's a lot of different modularity you can do with configuring your own router. Learning how packets flow through a network, coming in and out of your network, it's a fundamental skill in security. This can be quite a helpful skill. All right, so 5 beginner-friendly projects in cybersecurity to get you started today. What are your thoughts on these projects? And perhaps maybe you've done 1 or 2 of them. Let me know in the comment section below of any other project ideas. All right, so back to the home lab, and well, until the next time, you know what it is. Have a good day.